Have you ever wondered why so many people seem healthy in their 60s, but suddenly, after crossing the age of 70, their health starts to decline rapidly? Is it just a matter of old age, or is there something more beneath the surface, something we often overlook until it's too late? Aging is an inevitable part of life, but the way we experience it varies greatly from person to person. Some people in their 70s appear vibrant, full of energy, and mentally sharp, while others struggle with mobility, chronic illnesses, and emotional isolation. The difference doesn't come down to luck, it comes down to understanding the subtle shifts that occur after 70 and how to respond to them. Let's face a difficult truth. Most seniors don't die of old age. They die from preventable conditions: heart disease, strokes, complications from falls, respiratory issues, and even loneliness. But what causes this sudden vulnerability after 70? To answer that, we need to explore the physical, emotional, and societal changes that silently impact lifespan. The silent shift after 70. When you turn 70, something changes, not just in your body, but in your environment, your routines, and even your mindset. The most dangerous part? This shift is often so subtle that it goes unnoticed until it manifests as a health crisis. The body's slowdown. More than just aging, your body is a remarkable machine, but like all machines, it experiences wear and tear over time. After 70, biological processes begin to slow significantly. Muscle mass decline, sarcopenia. Starting around 30, we lose about 1% of muscle mass per year, but after 70, this rate accelerates. Weak muscles increase the risk of falls, fractures, and a loss of independence. Bone density loss. Osteoporosis silently weakens bones, making seniors more susceptible to fractures from even minor slips. Decreased cardiovascular efficiency. The heart's ability to pump blood efficiently diminishes, affecting stamina and increasing fatigue. Slowed metabolism. This makes it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it, increasing the risk of diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. What's often missed is that these aren't just inevitable signs of aging. They're warning signs. They signal the need for proactive intervention, not passive acceptance. The dangerous myth: it's normal to feel weak at my age. One of the biggest traps people fall into after 70 is the belief that feeling tired, weak, or forgetful is just part of getting older. This mindset can be deadly. Here's why. Neglecting symptoms. Seniors often dismiss serious symptoms like persistent fatigue, dizziness, or memory lapses as just old age, delaying crucial medical interventions. Reduced activity levels. Believing that weakness is normal leads to decreased physical activity, which ironically causes even faster physical decline. Mental health decline. Accepting poor health as inevitable can lead to depression, anxiety, and social withdrawal, all of which negatively impact physical health. The truth is, while aging does bring changes, persistent weakness, chronic fatigue, and mental fog are not normal. They're signs that something needs attention. 3. Emotional isolation. The hidden killer. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a health risk. Studies show that chronic loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. After 70, emotional isolation often increases due to loss of a spouse or close friends. Grief can trigger a decline in both mental and physical health. Reduced social circles. Retirement, mobility issues, or family living far away can lead to fewer social interactions. Feeling invisible in society. Many seniors feel overlooked or undervalued, which can erode self-worth and motivation. This emotional isolation doesn't just affect mood, it weakens the immune system, increases inflammation, and raises the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even premature death. The mobility trap. How inactivity speeds up decline. After 70, many people start to move less, not just because of physical limitations, but because life becomes less demanding. There's no daily commute, no kids to chase after, and fewer reasons to stay active. But here's the paradox. The less you move, the less you can move. Muscle atrophy. Without regular use, muscles shrink rapidly, reducing strength and balance. Joint stiffness. Inactivity leads to decreased flexibility, making movement more painful and difficult. Increased fall risk. Poor balance and weak muscles make falls more likely. And after 70, a fall can lead to life-altering injuries or even death. What starts as taking it easy can quickly spiral into a dangerous cycle of inactivity, weakness, and dependence. 5 poor lifestyle habits. Catching up. The habits you formed in your 40s and 50s might not have seemed life-threatening then, but after 70, their cumulative effects become glaringly obvious. Unhealthy eating. Diets high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats contribute to chronic diseases like diabetes and heart conditions. Lack of hydration. Seniors often feel less thirsty, leading to dehydration, which can cause confusion, dizziness, and kidney problems. Neglecting mental stimulation. A lack of cognitive challenges can accelerate memory decline and increase the risk of dementia. The good news? It's never too late to change. While the damage may have started, proactive steps can slow or even reverse many of these effects. The reality check: most people don't die of old age. They die from preventable causes that could have been addressed with the right knowledge and actions. Consider the story of George, a man who seemed the picture of health in his late 60s. He played golf every weekend, enjoyed dinners with friends, and kept up with household chores. But after turning 72, he started feeling off. He was more tired than usual, occasionally dizzy, and found himself short of breath walking up the stairs. His doctor dismissed it as normal aging, and George believed it too. Within 2 years, George had a minor fall, followed by complications from a hip fracture, leading to hospital stays, infections, and a rapid decline. He passed away at 75, not from old age, but from a series of preventable issues rooted in inactivity, undiagnosed heart problems, and emotional isolation. George's story isn't unique. It's the silent pattern that repeats itself worldwide because we've been conditioned to accept decline after 70 as normal. It's not. The turning point. The truth may seem harsh, but here's the empowering part. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. Yes, your body changes. Yes, you'll face challenges, but you have more control than you've been led to believe. Understanding the reasons behind the shortened lifespan after 70 is the first step toward changing it. And while these risks are real, they are not inevitable. So what's the solution? How do some people live well into their 90s and even past 100, full of energy, sharp minds, and strong bodies? It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's a series of simple, powerful choices made every day. Choices that you can start making right now. While many people believe that living beyond 100 is a rare feat reserved for the genetically gifted, the truth is much simpler and far more inspiring. Yes, genetics play a role, but they only account for about 20 to 30% of longevity. The rest? It's about lifestyle, environment, mindset, and daily habits. In fact, countless studies on centenarians around the world have revealed strikingly similar patterns that hold the key to a longer, healthier life. If the first section revealed the harsh truth about why many seniors face a declining lifespan after 70, this section will illuminate the secrets of those who not only live beyond 100, but do so with vibrant health, sharp minds, and joyful spirits. These are lessons not from textbooks, but from real lives lived with intention, simplicity, and purpose. The turning point: aging is inevitable, decline is not. After understanding why many people struggle after 70, the question becomes clear. Why do some people not just survive, but thrive well into their 90s and hundreds? The answer isn't found in miracle cures or expensive supplements. It's found in the ordinary, the everyday choices made consistently over time. It's found in the lives of people who've quietly cracked the code to longevity without even realizing it. These are not just stories of people who lived long lives. They lived good lives, active, independent, and fulfilled. And the best part? You can too. The 6 secrets to living beyond 100 through extensive research, interviews with centenarians, and scientific studies from longevity hotspots like Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, Icaria, Greece, Nicoya, Costa Rica, and Loma Linda, California, known as the Blue Zones. 6 key secrets emerge. The movement principle: Stay active, but not in the way you think forget intense gym workouts or marathon running. Centenarians don't exercise in the traditional sense. Instead, they incorporate natural movement into their daily lives. They walk everywhere. Whether it's to the market, a friend's house, or around their garden, walking is a core part of their routine. They engage in physical chores, gardening, sweeping, cooking from scratch, or tending animals keep their bodies in motion. They avoid prolonged sitting. Long hours on the couch are rare. They stand, stretch, and move regularly. The secret, movement isn't scheduled. It's a way of life. 2. Nutritional wisdom: eat less, live more. Centenarians don't follow fad diets. Their approach to food is rooted in simplicity, moderation, and natural ingredients. Plant-based focus. Their diets are rich in vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains with minimal processed foods. The 80% rule. In Okinawa, people stop eating when they're 80% full, preventing overeating and allowing the body to function optimally. Small portions, big variety. Meals are smaller but filled with nutrient-dense foods, ensuring the body gets what it needs without excess. Interestingly, many long-lived individuals enjoy occasional treats, a glass of wine, a small dessert, but it's the exception, not the rule. 3. Purpose-driven living. The reason to wake up. In Okinawa, they call it ikigai. In Costa Rica, it's plan de vida. Whatever the name, the meaning is the same, a reason to get up in the morning. Purpose isn't tied to a job or career. It could be tending a garden, caring for grandchildren, volunteering, or pursuing a hobby. A sense of purpose adds years to life. Studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives. The takeaway: retirement isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter filled with meaning and fulfillment. 4. Social connections. The lifeline to longevity. Loneliness is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Centenarians thrive because they are deeply connected to their communities and loved ones. They maintain strong family ties. Multi-generational living or regular contact with family members keeps them engaged and emotionally supported. They have close friendships. Regular social gatherings, even simple ones like sharing tea or playing cards, create a sense of belonging. They contribute to their communities. Volunteering, mentoring, or simply being an active neighbor fosters a feeling of purpose. Lesson: it's not just who you know, it's how deeply you connect with them. 5. Mental resilience. The art of stress management. Stress is inevitable, but chronic stress is deadly. The difference between those who live long and those who don't often comes down to how they handle life's challenges. Centenarians practice resilience. They've lived through wars, loss, financial hardships, and personal struggles, yet they maintain a positive outlook. They engage in mindfulness. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection, they create space to process emotions healthily. They find joy in the simple things: a sunrise, a good conversation, a shared meal. Gratitude for life's small pleasures reduces stress naturally. Key insight: it's not about avoiding stress, it's about developing tools to navigate it gracefully. 6. Restorative sleep. The unsung hero of longevity. While diet and exercise get the spotlight, sleep is often overlooked. Yet it's a cornerstone of health for those who live past 100. They follow natural sleep rhythms. Rising with the sun and sleeping early helps regulate the body's internal clock. They prioritize rest. Napping isn't laziness, it's strategic recovery for the body and mind. They avoid overstimulation before bed. No late-night scrolling or binge-watching TV. Instead, they wind down with calming activities. Bottom line, sleep isn't optional. It's the body's way of healing, restoring, and preparing for another vibrant day. Inspiring story. The life of Lucia, 102 years young. Lucia from Sardinia, Italy, wakes up at dawn. She doesn't have an alarm clock. Her body knows when it's time. She tends to her small garden, picking fresh tomatoes and herbs for breakfast. Her meals are simple: fresh bread, olive oil, and vegetables from her garden. She spends her afternoons knitting with friends, sharing stories and laughing, not superficial small talk, but deep, meaningful conversations that feed the soul. Despite losing her husband decades ago, Lucia never felt alone. Her community is her extended family. When asked about her secret to longevity, she simply shrugs and says, "I eat well, I move, I laugh, and I don't carry heavy worries." Life is light if you let it be. Lucia's life isn't extraordinary because of some magical secret. It's extraordinary because of the ordinary things she does consistently, with joy, with purpose, and with love. Key takeaways. What you can learn from centenarians. Consistency is more powerful than perfection. It's the little habits, repeated daily, that create a long, healthy life. Purpose, connection, and joy matter as much as food and exercise. Aging isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Breaking the cycle from passive aging to active living. For many people, aging feels like a passive experience, something that happens to them. But those who live long, fulfilling lives don't just drift through their later years. They actively shape their health and happiness. The first step, mindset. Stop viewing aging as a slow decline and start seeing it as a new chapter, rich with potential. Your best days aren't behind you. They're the ones you create today. This shift in perspective is powerful. It moves you from being a passive observer of your health to an active participant. And that's where transformation begins. Busting the myths about aging. Before diving into the practical steps, let's clear up some common myths that hold people back. Myth number one, it's too late to make a difference after 70. Truth, people in their 80s and even 90s have reversed chronic conditions, improved mobility, and rediscovered passions simply by changing their habits. Myth number two, declining health is just part of aging. Truth, while certain changes are natural, many health issues, like heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline, are preventable and even reversible with lifestyle adjustments. Myth number three, you need a lot of money to live a healthy life. Truth, the healthiest people in the world often live in modest conditions. Longevity comes from simple, affordable habits: walking, eating real food, and maintaining strong social connections. Now that we've dismantled these limiting beliefs, let's focus on what you can do to thrive. The Longevity Blueprint: 6 daily habits for a longer, healthier life. Drawing from the lives of centenarians and backed by scientific research, here are 6 daily habits that can transform your health, boost your energy, and add years to your life. 1. Move naturally throughout the day. You don't need a gym membership to stay active. In fact, most centenarians never set foot in a gym. Instead, they incorporate natural movement into their daily lives. Walk everywhere. Aim for 30 minutes of walking daily. Break it into smaller sessions if needed, around the block, to the store, or simply pacing while on the phone. Incorporate light activity: gardening, cleaning, stretching, and even standing while folding laundry keep your body engaged. Stretch regularly. Gentle stretches improve flexibility, balance, and circulation. Focus on your hips, legs, and back to maintain mobility. Tip: the goal is consistency, not intensity. Movement should feel natural, enjoyable, and part of your routine, not a chore. 2. Eat for longevity. Forget fad diets. The secret to a long, healthy life lies in simple, wholesome foods eaten in moderation. Prioritize plants. Fill half your plate with vegetables and fruits. Think leafy greens, berries, sweet potatoes, and colorful veggies rich in antioxidants. Lean proteins. Include beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, and small portions of fish or lean meats. Healthy fats. Avocados, olive oil, and nuts support brain health and reduce inflammation. The 80% rule: stop eating when you're satisfied, not stuffed. This simple practice can help maintain a healthy weight and prevent overeating. Tip: focus on whole, unprocessed foods. If your great-grandparents wouldn't recognize it as food, it's probably not the best choice. 3. Cultivate a strong sense of purpose. Having a reason to wake up in the morning adds not just years to your life, but life to your years. Discover what lights you up. It could be volunteering, mentoring, gardening, creating art, or even learning something new. Set small goals. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. Even the goal of tending to a plant, completing a puzzle, or reading a new book can provide direction and fulfillment. Stay curious. Keep learning. Explore new hobbies, attend workshops, or engage in activities that challenge your mind. Tip: your purpose can evolve over time. What matters is finding something that makes you feel excited, useful, and engaged. 4. Nurture meaningful relationships. Loneliness is as harmful as smoking. Strong social connections can boost your immune system, reduce stress, and even lower the risk of heart disease and dementia. Stay connected. Reach out to friends and family regularly. A quick call, a coffee date, or a handwritten letter can brighten your day and theirs. Build new connections. Join clubs, attend community events, or volunteer. Meeting new people keeps life fresh and exciting. Quality over quantity. You don't need a large social circle, just a few deep, meaningful connections where you feel seen, heard, and valued. Tip: prioritize people who uplift and inspire you. Relationships should nourish your spirit, not drain it. Manage stress with grace. Chronic stress accelerates aging. Centenarians experience stress like anyone else, but they've mastered the art of letting go. Practice mindfulness. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or gratitude journaling can reduce anxiety and improve mental clarity. Focus on what you can control. Let go of things beyond your influence. Worrying about the uncontrollable only drains your energy. Laugh often. Laughter reduces stress hormones, boosts mood, and even strengthens the immune system. Watch a funny movie, share jokes with friends, or simply find humor in everyday moments. Tip: create small daily rituals that bring you peace, whether it's a morning cup of tea, an evening walk, or quiet reflection before bed. Number 6, prioritize restful sleep. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's when your body heals, your brain processes memories, and your cells regenerate. Create a sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Optimize your environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Limit screen time before bed, as blue light disrupts sleep patterns. Wind down. Gracefully, develop a calming bedtime ritual. Reading, gentle stretches, or soothing music can signal to your body that it's time to rest. Tip: if you struggle with sleep, avoid caffeine late in the day, stay physically active, and speak with a healthcare provider if needed. The Daily Habits Checklist. To simplify your path to longevity, here's a quick daily checklist. Check mark: move your body, at least 30 minutes of natural activity. Eat whole, nutrient-dense foods. Prioritize plants and healthy fats. Engage with purpose. Set a small goal that excites you. Connect with others. Reach out to a friend or loved one. Manage stress. Practice mindfulness, gratitude, or deep breathing. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep. These aren't just habits. They're investments in your future. Final reflection: you hold the pen to your story. Your age is just a number. What truly matters is how you live, love, and grow in the years you've been given. Every day is an opportunity to rewrite the narrative of aging, not as a slow decline, but as a vibrant, meaningful chapter filled with purpose, connection, and joy. Consider this: the choices you make today will shape the life you live tomorrow. Will you choose to move, even when it feels easier to sit? Will you nourish your body with foods that fuel you, not drain you? Will you reach out, connect, and build relationships that matter? The answer is within you. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. A heartfelt message for you. Aging is not lost youth, but a new stage of opportunity and strength. Betty Friedan. Your journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. Embrace it, live it, and may your years ahead be filled with health, happiness, and the wisdom to savor every moment.